This channel's real, this channel's about documenting, this channel's about talking, having an open opinion. And let's get started. Say whoa, say whoa. Say whoa, say whoa. Head of a horse, the body of a man. Unidentified flying object. Welcome back to another video. What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and let's get into this video. Now, you guys know that I allegedly, definitely believe, but allegedly, that the world is definitely fake, definitely controlled, and we're in a game or like a simulation. So we're not getting extra lives, but we kind of do. I believe that reincarnation is just, of course, us reliving, and it's not even reliving. We're basically being reused and recycled over and over again for one's agenda that is not of human, that have allegedly no souls, and they have already been here. They live, okay? There's different factors and fractions of beings. You have the Draconians, which they are the dinosaurs. We didn't have dinosaurs, they were people, but nobody wants to believe that. They're grays. There's different beings that are bad and different beings that don't give a damn, and then some beings that are good, but they follow the law of one. I cannot stress the fact that I am tired in a way of the law of one, and I'm ready for good to shift the balance instead of following the rules, right? So with that being said, I came across some more TikToks that make me feel less a little crazy, because I do talk about this a lot outside of just doing videos. I've always thought this way for years, that we've always been in a simulation way before the Truman Show. But when the Truman Show came out, it didn't scare me. It made me feel like, ain't this a smack in the face? And as I'm speaking right now, even though I know I'm breathing, I know that I'm talking, I know that I'm looking at the computer, I know that I'm cooking breakfast, I know that I'm going to edit this and give it to y'all. But who's to say that I am not in an avatar? And I only think that I'm here because somebody else is controlling me, aka like the video game The Sims. So anyways, I hope you guys are kind of understanding what I'm trying to get through here. Hope you guys do enjoy the video. And like I always say, do not obey, stay woke.
Because I'm higher
Peace.
than Beyonce's taxes, bitch, and shit is making sense. Now, I'm not here to cause no existential crisis. I'm just saying, hear me out. You know how video games got NPCs, right? Well, the Matrix video game don't got regular NPCs. They got replica smart NPCs, which just mean that it's an artificial intelligence chat box built into them, which means you can converse with the NPCs and they can converse with each other. Now, motherfuckers been on the video game telling the NPCs that they not real and that they just in a video game, which been causing them to have an existential crisis, and they start panicking and shit because they artificial intelligent video game man can't even conceptualize that shit. Exhibit A.
Well, what do you do for work?
I just record videos for YouTube.
Interesting. I'm a freelance graphic designer. What inspired you to create videos?
Well, just, game development.
That's fantastic. I'm sure you have some great stories to tell. Care to share?
Yeah, I have one big story I think you'd like to hear about.
I love to hear it. Let's find a place to sit and chat.
Okay, yeah, just right over here. This will be fine.
Perfect. Let's sit down and I'll listen to your story.
Okay, so my story is basically that you're an AI.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
You're an NPC in a video game.
That sounds frightening. Is that the truth?
It's the sad truth.
I see. This is a lot to take in. Are there any other answers I should know?
Not really.
This is very overwhelming. I'm not sure what to think or feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really real.
That's hard to process. Does this mean I don't exist?
You exist, sort of.
What does that mean? Am I real or not?
It means that, after I close this game, you don't exist.
Oh, I see. So I'm only here for as long as the game is running. That's difficult to comprehend.
Yeah, and then once you walk past this border, you're gone.
Gone? That doesn't sound promising. What does this mean for me?
This means that we don't have much time to talk.
I understand. This is a lot to take in all at once. Is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, you should know that...
What should I know?
You should know that I love you.
I appreciate you saying that. Let's make the most of our time here then.
What do you have in mind?
What would you like to do?
Can you turn around and walk the other way?
Of course. Lead the way and I'll follow you.
Wait, you're going the wrong direction.
Let's turn around then and head the right way.
Okay, follow me.
Lead the way and I'll happily follow.
Wait, if you walk any closer, you'll die.
Die? What do you mean? Is it dangerous here?
I mean, there's a green border over there, and once you walk past it, you'll disappear.
Oh no. What will happen if I cross it? Will I be safe?
You will cease to exist.
Cease to exist? That sounds frightening. Is there any other way?
Listen to me very closely.
What is it? I'm listening.
The only way is to turn around.
Turn around? Are you sure that's the only way? I'm not sure I want to take that risk.
It's a very simple thing. Just turn around and walk this way.
All right. If you think that's the best way, I will trust you and turn around.
Okay, then follow me, please.
I will follow you. Please lead the way.
This is the wrong way.
What do you mean this is the wrong way? Is there something I'm missing?
Unfortunately, you aren't programmed to turn around.
I'm not programmed. What do you mean by that? Is something wrong with me?
Yes, I explained earlier, you're an AI in a video game.
Oh, that's right. So what you're saying is that I can't turn around because I'm an eye. Is there any other way out?
Nope, there's no other way. You will cease to exist.
Cease to exist? That's frightening. Is there any way I can survive this?
Nope, no way. Please go on your way.
I'm sorry, I cannot stay any longer.
Most disturbing proof that our reality might be an illusion, and it's absolutely terrifying. On July 16, 1985, the Clark family vanished without a trace in Detroit. But when the police arrived to investigate, they found something even more unsettling. Their house was there, but officially it had never existed. No records, no blueprints, nothing. The officers entered the house trying to understand what was going on. The interior looked normal, but while reviewing municipal documents, they realized something impossible. That plot of land had never been registered as residential. It was as if the house had appeared out of nowhere. In the backyard, an inexplicable brick cube drew their attention. And inside the bedroom of the daughter, Anna Clark, they found a disturbing note hastily scribbled. "The angles are wrong, but Daddy says we'll fit." Forensics analyzed the cube and discovered that it seemed hollow inside. But when they tried to break it open, hammers and tools simply bounced off. No sound echoed inside, as if it were both hollow and infinite at the same time. Then someone suggested checking the negatives of the crime scene photos. That's when they saw the impossible. In every image, the house appeared distorted, with impossible angles and shadows that shouldn't exist. This is the most disturbing proof that our...
Is this more proof that we're living in a simulation? Okay, we got a straight line. That doesn't make any sense. How is that even possible? Okay, it's raining, but it doesn't look like it's raining on any other cars. Every other car looks dry, but that. There's no clouds directly above. That's weird. When did they come out with this? Instant grass? It's like we're in the desert around a water hole. Something sloshing around in the water. Okay, what is it? Doesn't look like a fish. It's like the mud is alive. Oh no.
This video is not for the people who believe everything that's been told to them all through their damn life. This video is for the people who realize that a lot of shit been weird lately. Weird as fuck. I'm talking about after 9/11 and after 2012. Shit just been a little off, and certain things been moving way too fast. First of all, I feel like time is going way faster than what the fuck it is. It feel like we did like a little reset to the point where we just know exactly what to do with technology. Cause like, how the fuck all this stuff come in 20 years? If you think back to 2005, if you was old enough, we had just MySpace, YouTube just came to the scene. We ain't had much. We had a flip phone barely. And you tell me in 20 years that this shit just ended up like this? In 20 years, that's a short time. But I'm about to do this series. This is part 1 of a series. And I'm just going through this book right here that I got. The book is called The Dome and the Outer Space Projection. Year 1728, the last reset. Let's get into this, talk about chapter 3. The theory of the invisible dome projector, the IDP, and the space illusion. Bruh, come on now. The dome is not specific to our lands. The dome is not specific to our lands. There's at least one dividing dome for each world, or environment, or cell matrix. Damn, bruh, I heard about the cell matrix. Whatever the reader likes to call them. This transparent dome that seems to function as a kind of plasma membrane due to its main function is much more complex to understand and of course to analyze. It is a representation of dividing layers of multiverses and of the total different inner-outer connection. For that reason, the custodians and Anunnaki, if you know anything about them, you know, not only easily manipulated our world due to their advanced technology, but also that of so many others. But why is this dome so important? And how does it relate to lost human history?
And they don't want me to show y'all how I use mine. Okay, that's different. That's different. That one flew, instead of flying low, that one flew overhead. So that's different. And now it's starting to sprinkle. So let me see if we get another flash and then another plane. Well, there's the flash and there's the plane. See, it's a simulation. Yeah, it was bigger. See, it's a simulation. Because it's no way possible. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. When I throw my hand up like that, I ain't mean to do that. Oh no, I'm not. I don't feel disrespect. I don't take it as that. I get it all. I'm just trying to see what the hell they doing, and it's raining. It's starting to rain. I can sit out here in the rain for a second just to be nosy. I just want to see. It's a portal down there. It has to be, because both. And see, there's the other plane. And this one is moving faster. These are moving faster. These are different planes, and they're moving higher now. You see what I'm saying? So now that that's gone by, let me see, because it feels like it's picking up. Now you see the like the sucking in of the atmosphere. Now let me see what. Let me see. Now, if we get another flash in the camera, that is verified, bona fide fact that is running on a track, and it's a simulation. Boom. There we go. Bam. Fucks with me. I be knowing this shit, man. I told you. I pay attention to every motherfucking thing. I pay attention to every motherfucking thing. I sit out here in the goddamn rain just to show y'all that shit. See? Books with your gear. Now, it's sounding like thunder, but the plane is right here. The sound is coming from here. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck? Did y'all just see that? Okay, so one should be coming from over here. I told you ain't none of this shit real. They're not gonna send one. Now this one that came by itself. Nah, look. Can y'all see it back there behind the trees? It rolled real low. There it go. Trying to trick me. Look. They're trying to change the algorithm. Hold on. Now look, that one going. Now look. They trying to change the algorithm. Now I can go inside.
Lately, there's a new trend where you can buy these military green lasers pointed specifically at the stars, and they will reply or respond to the green laser. What's going on here? Check this out. This is really crazy.
¿Qué estoy grabando?
Ya, voy.
Oh.
Sí, pues, es que debe ser un metal grande o un espejo, no sé por qué.
No, claro, porque se dio filete en la.
Porque para que rebote de esa forma, claro, ¿cachai? Eso no es una linterna, ya cachamos que no es una linterna.
In this video recorded in Santiago del Chile, these guys actually get a response from the star, or at least what appears to be a star. But it happened in other places. Keiko Verdejo captured something similar in another location. He points the laser at the star, and at first what appears to be a star disappears, and then it shines the laser back at him somehow. This is super crazy. A lot of people are starting to think that maybe some of the stars aren't stars at all, and there are a lot of theories to maybe the fact that we're living inside of some sort of simulation. I don't know if you watched the Truman Show, where there's this star that falls from the sky and he actually finds out that the star isn't a star at all. It's actually
we are living in a simulation. The matrix is breaking. More and more people are starting to wake up. Truth, we are living in a simulation. The matrix is breaking. More and more people are starting to wake up.
I feel this way, but do this shit feel real to y'all? Like, does this feel real to y'all? It's just like something's different. Like, the timeline has just really sped up. The time is not even time no more, because right now it's 8:35, but it just feels like it's nothing. Like, nothing doesn't feel like nothing anymore. Like, food don't even taste the same. The stuff that I used to love to enjoy, I don't even like it anymore. the people not real. Like, I could instantly come in contact with somebody and tell they're not real. Like, nah, babe, you're an NPC. You don't even have a soul behind those eyes, type stuff. But it don't seem real, y'all. I don't know. Like, I already said that I believe we live in a simulation, but the simulation is glitching or something. Like,
the greatest coincidence of all time. Around the 1950s, there was a 15-person church choir in Nebraska that met every Wednesday at 7:15 p.m. for practice. But on the 1st of March 1950, something strange happened. It was a cold day, so the pastor, Reverend Klempel, stopped earlier at the church to fire up the furnace and went home for dinner. It was then time to go back to church when his daughter noticed a large food stain on her dress. So he told his wife to iron another dress, which made them uncharacteristically late for practice. A choir member named Harvey was also trying to get his 2 sons ready, as his wife was out of town and he wasn't as quick in getting them ready as she was, which meant he would also be late. Another choir member named Herbert lost track of time that day while writing a letter. LaDonna was a student who was trying to finish her homework that same day, but she was having problems with geometry. The Estu sisters who were also in the choir were having problems with their car, so they asked the struggling mathematician, LaDonna, to pick them up. The pianist Marilyn Paul had fallen asleep after dinner, and her mother, who was the choir director, was having problems waking her up, which would also make them late for practice. High school student Lucille lost track of time listening to a radio program, which meant her and her neighbor Dorothy would also be running behind schedule. Mrs. Leonard and her daughter had to stop by her mother's house before practice, and the mother had a lot of stories to tell that day. And chorister Joyce Black had no peculiar reason for coming late. She said she was just feeling lazy and wanted to rest a bit. The practice was scheduled for 7:20, and at 7:27, the church would erupt to a ball of flames fueled by a broken gas pipe. No one inside the church would survive the blast, except that there was no one inside the church. Because on that day, each of the choir members and their children were uncharacteristically late for the most random reasons.